Hey guys, it's your girl Breezy and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be a grocery haul from Aldi and then a couple things that I got from Walmart. I have my baby here with me, so if you hear some noises, that is him. He's going to join me for this grocery haul. So I'll be right back. I'm going to take y'all off the tripod so I can show y'all everything. Okay guys, I'm back. So right here we have the popcorn chicken. And all of this stuff again is from Aldi. We have the popcorn chicken. My children and my husband definitely like to eat those. I have the tri-colored mini sweet peppers right here. Hopefully that makes it a little better. Yeah, I like to put those with fajitas. If I make kebabs or any type of chicken dish or anything like that, I like to put those in there. We have mini cucumbers right here. Little baby mini cucumbers. We have 2 things of ranch dressing and 1 zesty Italian and 1 regular Italian. We have 3 packs of chicken wings, 1 pack of 80% lean ground beef, 2 mussels and garlic butter sauce, 2 packs of those, 2 packs of mussels and their natural juices. Oh, that's my husband up in the attic. 1 pack of thin sliced sirloin tip steak. We have 2 bags of sweet peas, 3 bags of whole kernel corn, and 2 bags of the crinkle cut french fries. I didn't have to get a whole lot this time around because I had already went to Giant the other day, which is our local grocery store here, and got some stuff there. So yeah, and we like to kind of stock up, so I just kind of go back when things are starting to get low. As you can see, the reason why I have 3 packs of chicken wings and 4 boxes of mussels. So once we start getting low on things, that's normally when I hit the grocery store. We're going to pan over here and go to the Walmart haul, where I got an e.l.f. eyeliner brush. I got an Equate Kabuki flat brush. You want that? Can't have that. Some nail glue. We have the Gorilla Tough Pack, which comes with 2 super glues and 1 Gorilla Glue and some Gorilla Tape. We have the Lysol. Those are the hygienic toilet fresheners. It cleans and refreshes your toilet for up to 8 weeks. My son, my almost 11-month-old, likes to eat these. These are the pecan spin wheels. Sorry if I'm moving a lot. I'm holding them too. I have 2 of the Airwick essential oils. I like to put those, well, I already have some of Bath and Body Works, but I'm going to want to put those in the bathroom here, my bathroom, and then my children's bathroom. I got a pack of Pop-Tarts, the strawberry frosted kind. I have a thing of dish liquid. The Great Value brand is pretty big. It lasts quite a while, so that's why I like to get that one. I have a cleaning brush. You put the liquid, hold on, let me try to grab it while I'm holding it. You put the liquid in here. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it, and then you squeeze it out and it comes out of there and you clean your dishes like that. And then I have 2 of the household gloves that we like to use when we're cleaning the restroom. I also have disposable gloves, but my children like to use these, so I kind of basically got those for them. And I also got 2 filters, which is why my husband's up in the attic. I got a 2 pack of filters for our furnace. Those needed to be changed, so I got 2 of those, so that way I don't have to worry about it for the next 6 months. But yeah, this is basically everything that I got from Walmart, and then everything that I got from Aldi. Everything from Walmart cost about 50 some odd dollars, and then everything, all of this food cost, oh, you okay? Cost $50, about 56 from Aldi for all of this food. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Oh, and I also got, which I don't see, my husband probably put them away, are 2 cans of peaches. So those are probably already in the cabinet. So yes, I hope you guys like this grocery haul. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and get right into the ingredients for this cooking portion of the video. We're going to first start off with a big silver pot, and that's for the meat that we're going to be using for our fajitas. I have a cutting board here that I am going to use to season and cut up my meat. I also have the peppers and onions that I'm going to be using for my particular fajitas. I'm using white onions or yellow onions, I believe, and then red and orange mini bell peppers, which I showed you guys in my haul. This right here is the thin sliced sirloin tip steak, which is what I'm going to use. As you can see, is great for fajitas. We are using the Mexican rice by Knorr as a side. We also have our flour tortillas, some black pepper. This is the table grind black pepper. We also have some Nature's seasons. I don't know if you all have this in your area, but I love it. We also have some granulated garlic. We have some granulated onion. And last but not least, we also have some seasonal. And I forgot to show you guys the fajita seasoning pack, but I'll show you that a little bit later in the video. So right here, what I'm doing is taking out my steak and putting it on the cutting board, and I am taking it apart. As you can see, it's like a layer of several pieces of thin cut steak. So I'm just pulling those apart so that I can season them and cut them up. I am going to season both sides of the steak to prepare them for cooking. Even though I do have the fajita seasoning pack, I also like to season my meat with my own special seasonings, which I just showed you guys. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And as I said, we're going to season both sides just to ensure that everything is nice and seasoned very well. So once that's all done, on one side, you're going to want to flip it over and season it with the same exact seasonings again. And then you're going to want to go ahead and start slicing up your steak or chicken or whatever it is that you choose to use for your fajitas. This time I chose to use steak. So here, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and start preparing my steak for cutting. And you can cut it as thin or as thick as you want it, depending on how thin or thick you like your fajita meat. So as you can see here, I'm just leaving in this little clip just to kind of show you how I like mine. I cut the first one the long way and then cut it in half, and then decided to go ahead and just turn the steak around and cut it in half, and then cut those into strips. And right here, I am actually cutting off that excess fat that I don't necessarily need for my fajitas. So I'm going to go ahead and keep cutting this up, and then the next clip should be me cutting the peppers and onions. So here I am cutting the ends off my peppers to prepare them for cutting. I'm also going to de-seed them, and I've already rinsed them off, and I'm also just going to rinse them, once I've de-seed them, the ones that need it, because sometimes the seeds can linger around and stay behind. I'm then going to go ahead and slice them the same way that I slice my steak, so that they're about the same size. And I'm putting them in this clear bowl, as you can see, and I'm going to do the same thing with my onions. So this is me finishing up the onion right here. I'm just slicing it up into similar sizes as the steak and peppers and putting it in the bowl. Now I'm going to go ahead and also season my peppers and onions just to give them a little bit of flavor as well. No seasons left behind. So I'm going to go ahead and use my nature season to season my peppers and onions. I'm going to, sprinkle some on top, mix it together, and sprinkle some more so that, everything is well seasoned. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to do that there, and move on to our pan. So here is where I am going to use vegetable oil. I'm going to pour it in my pan and make sure that my pan is nice and hot for my meat. So I poured about a tablespoon of vegetable oil in that pot and or in the pan, and I'm letting it heat up. Here I'm going to show you a clear bowl, which is what I am going to use to put my steak in once it is finished cooking. And this is the fajita seasoning mix that I'm using for this particular recipe. It's really good. Now here we have the pot for our Mexican rice, and I'm basically just using the instructions off the back of the packet, and that's exactly what you guys are going to want to do to cook your rice or your choice of side. Now back to our pan. It is nice and heated, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding my steak. I had quite a bit of steak, so what I'm going to do is add it bit by bit. I'm not going to overflow my pan in any way, shape, or form. I am just going to ensure that it's a nice thin layer on my pan, and then flip it once it starts getting brown on one side. So you just want to make sure that you cook your meat all the way through and that it's not, pink on either side. So yeah, that's what it's looking like right there. You see it's not overcrowded. So here, I'm just flipping it around. Once it gets brown, like I stated, you want to make sure that your meat is nice and cooked and ready to go. So I'm going to do this with, all of my steak. I'm going to put it in a thin layer, make sure I brown it on both sides, and then put it in my clear bowl once it is done cooking. So here we have the leftover juices from the steak. I'm just going to go ahead and pour in a little bit more vegetable oil for my peppers and onions, and I'm going to add my peppers and onions into this pan. I wanted to go ahead and keep my steak juices that was left over for added seasoning. So yeah, here's the peppers and onions right here. I'm just going to go ahead and put them in the already hot pan and get those going. Sorry for the blurriness, it'll clear up. Here we go. So I'm just going to move those around in the pan, to get those going. And like I said, you can, I didn't say you can discard the juices if you want, but I just think it adds much more flavor if you keep them in there. So that's why I did that. And here I'm going to add some minced garlic, and I do about a tablespoon of the mixed garlic, and that just gives some added flavor to your peppers and onions as well. So as you can see, that's about a tablespoon. I'm going to sprinkle that over the top, and then I'm going to mix that in with my peppers and onions. So yeah, just mix that all together, get that stuff nice and flowing, and then I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like once I add the steak back into the pan. We're just going to make sure that these peppers and onions get tender. Here's what my rice looks like, and that's why I went ahead and started it early. As you can see, it is waiting for me and for me to plate it up. Now here I'm going to go ahead and add back the steak into the pot or the pan. I keep calling it a pot. And I'm going to sprinkle my fajita seasoning mix on top, and as well as add some water, which is what the back of the seasoning called for. So you're basically going to just want to make sure that you're doing exactly what your seasoning mix says for you to do. The water is just so that the seasoning mix can get all over the peppers and onions and produce like a sauce. So I'm just going to go ahead and put mix everything together in the pan, and then once that is done, I will be able to show you guys what it looks like once it's plated. So yeah, just make sure you mix all of that together. You want to make sure that everything is coated with that fajita seasoning mix, and depending on the amount of meat you have, you could use 2 packs. So here's what it looks like once it's all mixed together and ready to be plated. So the next clip will be us plating our food. Okay guys, so here is the finished product. This is my daughter's plate right here. She just has the fajita and the rice. And here's my son's plate. I normally make their plates first. Excuse me. So yeah, he has two fajitas and the Mexican rice, and it's easy as that. And if you like, you can add salsa, lettuce, cheese, anything like that that you like on your fajitas. But we normally just eat it like this, except for my husband. He'll have salsa on his. So I hope you guys like this video. I kind of combined it with my haul, so definitely let me know if you like that kind of style video, and I can definitely do more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment below, subscribe, and like this video if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Oh, really quickly, I do wash my dishes as I go, so I kind of want to pan over here and show you guys what my sink looks like, because after I eat, I do not have to wash any dishes. So yay, go me. All right guys, talk to you later. Bye bye.